So it's been 150 days since the death of our sister Breonna Taylor. Now, we know the story that the cops came to her home on a no-knock warrant in the middle of the night, where Breonna Taylor and her boyfriend, Kenneth, was in there sleeping. They bust inside the home. The brother tried to protect, himself and Breonna, but he was outgunned. He definitely shot one of the cops. They tried to charge him. They ended up having to drop the charges on the brother, but Breonna was ended up shot 8 times. And they killed Breonna and tried to sweep that underneath the rug. But after the situation of Ahmaud Arbery, people found out about the situation of Breonna Taylor, and the 3 cops that has killed Breonna Taylor still have not had any charges put on them, even after 150 days. So there's a lot of people, different community activists that are out there. They have one lady by name is Stachelle Bussey. She is a community activist and leader of the nonprofit The Hope Bus, and she's been demonstrating for 70 days. She said she would continue to apply pressure to expedite Breonna Taylor's death investigation. She's encouraging people to join the movement. She's saying that the only thing that will move history is when everybody began to catch on and join the fight. She said it's just not a moment, it's a movement. It's not too late to get involved with the movement. That movement takes time. It doesn't matter when you get on the bandwagon, it just matters that you get on the bandwagon. Now, they had another group come out, the Kentucky Alliance Against Racist and Political Repression. Breonna Taylor has been demonstrating for over 2 months, and he plans to continue until justice is served. He said he's been out there circling and protesting and walking up and down the streets, letting the police know that this is something that's serious and they want justice for Breonna Taylor. Now, we know that a lot of people, are very upset by this. And when I made my live stream and I talked about Joe Biden, Jim Crow Joe Biden, I said that why isn't Jim Crow Joe Biden mentioning Breonna Taylor? He's not mentioning that at all. He's not even mentioning any of the protest. He's not saying a word too much about it. I mean, Breonna Taylor is something that if you want to show black people that you kind of care a little bit about them, you'll be mentioning Breonna Taylor. But he's not mentioning that at all. And neither is Kamala Harris is out there mentioning it as of yet. But, we know how that election thing is going on right now. They think black people playing with them. They think they can just, we are not the civil rights generation where symbolism is reparations for us. That's not reparations for us. We need tangibles. But Breonna Taylor needs justice. And, we know that Oprah has, tried to come in and co-opt and try to put billboards up all over the city. Now she's never did things like that before. Oprah has never been the person that's been fighting for justice for black people. She hasn't. If anything, Oprah has been used to try to hurt and harm black people. Like the Michael Jackson documentary that she's supposed to be a part of. And then every time that smoke come Oprah's way, she backs out. Oprah is not for us like that. She needs to just go sit down somewhere. But, she can't do that. The paymasters in Hollywood control Oprah, right? Oprah, to me, has not turned over no new leaf whatsoever. So I still haven't forgot what she tried to do with Michael Jackson. I didn't like that one bit at all, okay? So we look at the situation with Breonna Taylor and how you have these cops just walking around, just being free, how they can just kill a black woman unjustly and go home and eat their pork sandwiches full of mayonnaise and don't think nothing about it. But keep applying the pressure. Keep being out there. I saw they went to they've been going to people's houses. They went to the Attorney General's house last time. That one, he's a shucking and jiving black man. He's all up in the mayonnaise too. That's why he's taking his sweet time. We know that, brothers and sisters have been marching out there. They know the militias went out there marching and everything. Keep the pressure on, because these people bank on you backing off. These people bank on you getting tired And if you learned anything from coronavirus, they can't take sustained pressure. So keep the sustained pressure on them until those cops are charged or arrested and convicted. You always got to say convicted, because, so what has happened in the past, they've gotten charged and black people didn't got too excited. Say, oh, they got charged. No, you keep the same pressure until a conviction happens. But leave me a comment, let me know what you think about the situation that's going on still with Breonna Taylor. The sister needs justice. And definitely keep out there fighting and taking a stand for that sister.